Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about weapon camos. I've literally spent the past 5 hours trying to get my Elif in the Autumn Breeze weapon camo on my ship 1 character which has nothing in Base PSO2. However, I have found a very easy way if you are a brand new player to get a lot of free weapon camos in under 10 to 15 minutes depending how fast you blast through the main story. But before we talk about that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, the very first thing we need to do is we need to switch over to Base PSO2, because all of these weapon camos are only available to obtain in Base PSO2. So in order to do that, we need to come to the Ryuker device, go to block transfer and scroll to the very top and you're going to see transfer to a PSO2 block. So we're going to do that now. So once you're in Base PSO2, you're going to press escape and you're going to press shift in order to open up the quest menu, as you can see here. And what you want to do is you want to focus on the main quest until you unlock the following quest called Auxiliary Course. Once you've unlocked the Auxiliary Course main quest, you're going to need to come to Officer Kofi, talk to her and accept the Auxiliary Course client order. Once you've accepted the quest, it's going to tell you to find Astarte and talk to her. She's literally on the left side of the gate area. Once you finish talking to Astarte, you can come back to Officer Kofi to hand in the quest. We will then get a quest to create an auxiliary, so accept that quest and then go over to the salon, which is on the 2nd floor in the shopping center. Now when you talk to the salon NPC, you're going to select Manage Auxiliaries. It'll bring you into the auxiliary creator, and this doesn't really matter what you create, this is just your little minion, so create them however you see fit. As you can see here, I am just using default because I'm just here for the materials to get my weapon camo. Once you complete that quest, you will get another quest called Place an Auxiliary, which will give you 30 Photon Spheres, and this is what's going to help you get your weapon camo. So in order to do this, we will need to go to our personal quarters, so let me show you how we do that now. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up the quick menu and then go to personal quarters. You can also go to the green blocks, the ones where you can transfer back to New Genesis or transfer blocks, and at the very top you can also transfer to personal quarters. Now if it is your first time transferring over to the personal quarters, you'll get this little cutscene over here with your little auxiliary greeting you. Now in order to place the auxiliary console, you're going to need to select Place Furnishing, and then you'll be able to place the auxiliary console. Once it is placed, you can select what character you want or auxiliary. As you can see here, I selected Braver, and voila, that is complete. Now I can collect my reward. So now you can see I have 32 Photon Spheres. However, we need a little bit more. So again, we're going to press escape and go to main missions. As you can see here, send an auxiliary on a search will give us another 30 Photon Spheres. So what we're going to do now is we're going to accept a client order so that we can send the auxiliary on a search. You're going to notice when you talk to your little auxiliary and you go send on search, there won't be any missions because there are no client orders yet. So what we need to do is we need to go to Franca's Cafe to accept the client order so that the auxiliary has a mission to do. So once you arrive at Franca's Cafe, there's going to be a short cutscene just showing you who Franca is so that you know what she looks like. Then we can go over to her, she's literally right in the middle of the room, talk to her and select client order. I recommend taking the first one, Procure Udon Meat, because it is simply the easiest one and has the lowest chance of failure. Now once you've accepted the quest, you can head back to your personal quarters and talk to your auxiliary. Now when you talk to your auxiliary and select Send on Search, you're going to see Procure Udon Meat has finally appeared, and now you can send your auxiliary to gather the meat. And voila, the main mission is complete and we get another 30 Photon Spheres. So you can see now I have 62 Photon Spheres. So now that we have the 62 Photon Spheres, we're simply going to talk to the Photon Drop Swapper over here. And at the first menu, Photon Drop Exchange Shop, you can see here we can exchange our Photon Spheres into Photon Boosters. However, it will cost 5 Photon Spheres for 1 Photon Booster. And we're going to exchange for 10 Photon Boosters. Once you have your 10 Photon Boosters, you're going to click on the Photon Booster Exchange Shop and you're going to scroll down a little bit and you're going to notice right here there are a bunch of different weapon camos. So when you click on the weapon camo, first of all, you get to see how the weapon camo actually looks, which is very, very important. But on top of that, at item details, you can also see target category, which means what weapons this camo actually works for. So for example, this could look like a sword, right? But unfortunately it is not a sword camo. So this weapon camo will only work on double sabers as well as soaring blades. Unfortunately, soaring blades is not available in the game at the moment, only double sabers. So you're going to need to look at each different weapon camo as well as check what target category it's available for. So you can see over here, the scythe that I used to use is available for both the rod as well as the sword. So you can browse through all of these weapon camos that cost 10 photon boosters and buy that. However, I know some of you guys are trying to get the same Nodachi skin as I use, or weapon camo, which is a leaf in the Autumn Breeze. You're going to notice that a leaf in the Autumn Breeze costs 20 boosters instead of 10. Because this weapon camo works on multiple weapons, this is why this weapon camo is more expensive than the others, and that is why it costs 20. Now I know some of you guys are already asking me, Caro, I want that katana skin or that Nodachi skin. I need to get 20 photon boosters, but that requires 100 of these photon spheres. We only have 62. How do we get more? If you're a brand new player to PSO2, you can get a couple more through the title exchanger. So what you want to do is you want to run over here to the title keeper. So we're going to jump down here, head over to the gate area, and the title keeper is on the right side of the gate area. You see right there, title keeper. You're going to talk to her and redeem whatever titles you have, and hopefully it gives you enough of those photon spheres or photon boosters. I don't remember if you can get any from the titles because I've completed all of my titles due to it carrying over from ship 2. But from what I've heard, you can get some photon spheres from your titles as well, which will help you get that weapon camo. Now, if you're super desperate, you can purchase them at the personal shop. However, they are very expensive. As you can see, photon spheres over here cost 36,000 each. Remember, you need 5 photon spheres in order to make 1 photon booster. And so you can do the math yourself and figure out how many more you need in order to get whatever weapon camo you want. And yeah, that's pretty much how you get your weapon camo in under 15 minutes. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the